Alright, we're back. So we've mixed up 1 part hydrogen peroxide per 6 parts water. And we're going to get in here and give them a little bit of soil drench. Try to see if that helps out. And if not, we've got next steps coming. Give these a couple of these each. Just 100 ml. You might be wondering at this point whether or not hydrogen peroxide is good or even, okay for plants. Well, I'll tell you this. Helps give oxygen to the roots, small amounts. You just got to make sure you're not using just pure hydrogen peroxide. Even this 3%, which is what I'm calling pure, is not... Did it even say on here? Shit. Yeah, it's 3%. Most of it's 3%. You just want to use just enough that the biological contaminants can get kind of eaten up by the hydrogen peroxide. And by biological contaminants, I mean soil gnat larvae. And then if this doesn't work, we'll move on to something stronger. But we're down to the last plant here, and we'll see how much we got left over for maybe a second round. You want to make sure not to put this directly on the plants or the roots. I mean, bigger plants probably would be able to handle it pretty well, but with these smaller ones, I don't want to risk it. So we're just doing little bit by little bit. I've seen that other people will allow some pests to stay in the garden because they compete with these soil gnats. I'm talking about springtails, but personally, I don't like them. They creep me out. And, well, to be honest, no one wants any bugs in their garden. Beneficial or not, I'd rather be able to contain the ecosystem instead of, this is after a couple of days here, but I'm sure this other side's got some as well. Yep. So, I'm going to take care of it and nip it in the butt now. Got a little bit left in our container here. Only did 200 mils of hydrogen peroxide, and then what is that? 1,200 milliliters of water. So I've got this little nifty attachment. Makes it a lot easier to just pull it up out of here. We're gonna go back through with what we've got left. I think I might have done one of them 3 times instead of 2. So just go around, get some more of this. I mean, I know I'm not soil drenching, but the infestation's not that bad. I mean, it's not even bad enough to call it an infestation at this point. Mainly a nuisance. And considering I have, plenty of other plants in this house, it is, it's challenging. So we want to take care of them while we can. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but got some foaming going on on this one. And I know I shook up the container pretty well, made sure everything was mixed well. That just tells me something weird. Because I'm like, none of these other ones are showing any sign of foaming. But if we take a look, I'll fill this up here in a second. I'll show you. Alright, I got this filled up. Check this out. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's hard to tell in here with this giant light on. At least on the camera. Yeah, there it is. But I think that might be to do with an overspray that I did with some biological contaminants previously. Some biological fungus gnat remover. And it seemed to work for a little bit, but I also didn't drench the soil because this stuff is, here, let me grab it. Alright, so this is what I was using previously. Just a little bit. Test it out. I ain't even gonna try to pronounce that. But basically, here it is. Comes in this empty jar for whatever reason. Gotta find it. Oh yeah, 2.5 milliliters per 1,000 gallons of water, or 5 milliliters. So I did, I want to say like 0.75 milliliter for 3 gallons, and I just kind of sprayed the topsoil just to see if I could just use a little bit, but I think I need to soil drench with it. And if this hydrogen peroxide doesn't work, we'll go back to a soil drench on this, and we'll drop the amounts down by quite a lot. Do a couple of drops per gallon, and we'll just water with that after they're a little bit more strong and healthy. Because I mean, they ain't doing bad right now, but better safe than sorry. I'm gonna go through and grab a couple more of those sticky pads, toss them in there with some stakes, and see if we can catch the majority of the ones that are in the air. Because this one seems to be doing a damn good job, both front and back. So we'll be back after that. Alright, we got those in place. A bunch of stuff to clean up afterwards. Should probably, get rid of these dome lids because they're not doing any justice in here. But that's about it for now. We'll get that patched up and sealed up a little bit better this coming week. I might even double it up so that there's no light penetration. I mean, it's spongy, but it's pretty dense. So it might work pretty well. Testing it out, seeing what I can do with it while on a photoperiod run. But yeah, sure, many people probably haven't seen this yet, but this shit's bomb. Their apparel, it's nice. It's a little dusty. I could probably toss it in the wash, but tell you what, they send out some nice shit.